Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Princess Arphazel. And in that last episode, we came to a bit of a crossroads in which Princess Arphazel may have, in the last moment, gone on a path towards redemption, or perhaps fell deeper into shadow. And indeed, it seems as though there was a path for redemption, but not for Princess Arphazel, as indeed we have fully, or at least in many respects, succumbed to the influence of Morgoth and have given ourselves to the shadow, as you will recall in that last episode, using the dark magic and summoning up a host of creatures, which, as you can see here, are these Ulugur defilers here, foul monstrosities, foul modified trolls native to the Misty Mountains, heavily armored in Isengard steel. So we helped summon those, and we've allied ourselves, or at least aligned ourselves with Saruman. So where's the redemption to be found? Well, the redemption is not to be found with us, but with our sister, Lady Adunafel, for she has left us after our turn towards darkness. She left us along with many of our followers, for as you can see, even Agandur, the man who rescued us from the island we called home and that was a prison for us, he has even left us. Well, and you can probably imagine why as well. He is a man who considers himself a gallant man, despite the fact that his gallantry is wrapped, a cloak that wraps around his own lust. And so perhaps if he can't save one princess, it may be just as good for him to save another. And obviously, our sister here is rather beautiful as well. And so he has gone with her, along with Heldin and Tamreth and Heliniel and Lothiriel and all those other members of our court who could not stomach the darkness that Arphazel was delving into. And so she has fled to Gondor, and now she has taken up the job that was once offered to us, and that is leading the settlement here on Gondor's western coast, which is a settlement for refugees from the eastern parts here. Oh, and is there a war between Gondor and Mordor now? Yeah. The Holy War for the Kingdom of Ithilien. Theoden, of course, is joined in, and Gondor is in here as well. So it seems as though we're fully in the thick of things now. But yeah, our sister has left us, and she has turned towards good. And so there was redemption. But like I said, the redemption was not to be for us, Princess Arphazel. So where do we go from here? Well, we continue down the path that we have for some time. I mean, we have our new, our remaining followers, Gillim and Zaya, who was a bit of a dark person already. We've got Dolgufel as well, of course, our ward. And then we've got our orcs here who are serving us well, as you can see. We've got some in new positions here. So our new second in command is Ragnuk the Cruel, who is a pretty interesting orc. He's brave, humble, and calm. So not necessarily, it's not that he's not evil, but he's just calm and humble and brave, which is an interesting combo of traits for an orc. But he's also a blade master here. He's a military engineer, and he's loyal. Most importantly, he is loyal, which is going to be very useful for us. Then we've got Nogai here. Nogai is a horrifically ugly orc, but also a blade master, strong and dumb and disfigured from his battles. Brave, sadistic, vengeful. He is hopefully going to serve us well as our new master at arms. And then one of our bodyguards is Gorgash Nuzuhai, who is an arrogant, zealous, and brave orc who blade master as well and rather robust. So pretty good for there. And yeah, that's our new court. So our court has diminished quite significantly here. We do, of course, have that dwarf here still in our prison, and we'll figure out what to do with him at some point here. Sacrifice him? Maybe we do sacrifice him there. So we just sacrifice him to Morgoth. This dwarf was executed on our orders. The question is, what do we do here? Well, I think the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to adopt Dolgufel as our new successor. She'll become part of our dynasty, which will create a new house. So let's get that rolling here really quickly. To the fair Arphazel, I accept your offer of adoption. I'm proud to call myself a member of your dynasty, and I promise that I will lead the Black Cabal to glory. And so she will become our new designated our daughter for all intents and purposes. So we will train her to be a good sorceress, hopefully, as well. Azakathoni, that's the house name that she has chosen for herself. So now there's 3 houses here, which is cool. We might change the name for it, but that's actually kind of interesting there. So yeah, this is our court, and this is what we got rolling here. So first things first, we're gonna assist Saruman with his war here against the Dunlendings. Let's raise up our army, and we'll join the forces of Isengard down here, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. But first, we're gonna try to get ourselves on the good side of Saruman the White, because that is obviously gonna be useful to us there. So, in our quest to gain power, so that we can overthrow our father. My dear sister, I propose an alliance now. No longer do we consider our sister a friend, for she has abandoned us, unlike all of the others who called themselves friends, but they were false friends, other than Gilliman and Zaya. No, they might have abandoned us, but we remain. Can we attach ourselves to this army? Be nice if we could go and engage in a battle here. I don't think we're gonna get into a battle there. We got a new perk as well. Tinkerer. Break down artifacts into separate materials. Well, this could be useful. Can we, how do we do that? Can we turn the healing water into, separate materials? What's the method for that? Oh, here we go. We're gonna engage ourselves in a battle. Who's leading our army, as well? I mean, our captain should be in here somewhere, right? I'm not even sure where our army is here. So there's 8 captains. I mean, let's see. What? Our army didn't move? I thought you were attached. Can we get here in time? Hopefully. Let's see. It's gonna be close. We might be able to make it just for the end of the battle. Princess Arphazel is leading the forces herself. There we go. We make it just at the end there. That's good. All right, let's attach ourselves to the largest of the the second largest army. That should be fine. And then we'll go from there. I mean, we should presumably just put our Uruk-hai champion in charge. Vragnak the Cruel can lead us here. Because Arphazel doesn't need to deal with any of this herself there. All right. Ooh, Saruman the White, though. He's right in the thick of the battle there. There we go. Very cool. Oh, and we captured this guy. What do we want to do with him? Execute him as well? Sacrifice him to Morgoth? Let it be done. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so the war, 90%. Saruman should hopefully be pleased with our contribution to this war. Oh, looks like we're going to engage in another battle here. Hopefully our good Uruk-hai forces are fighting well. It seems as though they certainly seem to be. I mean, we'll take a look at the details of these 3 battles in just a moment here. But yeah, looks like we've crushed the enemy forces here. Let's take a look at the details. Anything from our own champions? Ugluk? No, Ugluk is not one of ours. So let's dismiss that. What about in this battle? Anything from our guys here? Oh, this guy's a servant of High Overlord Saruman's executioner. All right, so we didn't get anything there. Oh, we captured a few guys though in that one there. And then in this battle here, yeah, we capture that. So we have a couple prisoners with us. Well, we might keep these guys, and I don't know, maybe we can use them in our magical rituals, maybe? I don't even know how any of that works. It seems our time in Isengard has proven beneficial for my daughter Dolgufel. Something about the local culture, the local culture, yeah, Uruk-hai culture. So much so that our brief time here, she's managed to pick up passable Orcish Westron, an achievement that the lass is trumpeting to the high heavens by speaking it around. So she now speaks Orcish. Okay. Smart girl. Get that for no, that's interesting. So she has learned how to speak Orcish. That's so funny. Well, all right. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you are in Isengard, I guess. All right, looks like we're gonna engage their forces one last time, which should probably give us the war score we need. Nope, did not. But are we capturing more? Yeah, we've got a lot of prisoners here. Oh, that's nice. It is nice, but we're gonna need to gain some war score over here, you guys. Can't just get it all from these battles here. All right, can we do a siege? Can we do a siege, Lord Saruman? No. All right, I'm gonna detach and I'm gonna hold a siege here. Hopefully, their forces will attempt to join us. Unfamiliar rations. The culture in Isengard is unfamiliar to me. Oh, is it now? It's a local recipe, supposedly authentically Uruk-hai. I do not want to try anything that is considered an authentic Uruk-hai recipe. What is this muck? 30% chance we gain the nickname the narrow-minded. Okay, seems a little bit much considering considering it's Uruk-hai. I don't think anybody would want to try that, right? Okay, can we join in the siege here? I don't know. Maybe they'll assist us in the siege. Give us the troop numbers that we need, but we've got a siege commander here, which is gonna assist as well. So that's gonna make things go a little bit quicker there. But we're currently, we stay in Isengard where we're, studying what we can from the whatever kind of knowledge we can learn here in Orthanc. I'm sure there's vast libraries and things like that, surely. Aha, the war seems to be won as well. Dolgufel's petulant shrieking could wake the dead. It's not fair. Why do we have to live out here like this? We're just like animals roaming from place to place with no palaces, no castles, not even proper beds. Come here, my girl. It'll be all right. Bear, you're a Zakathoni. Stand up straight. I know it. I know, but it is what it is. She could gain a learning lifestyle perk. Leave her to her. No, we say you're a Zakathoni. Stand up straight. She's inconsolable though. Does not seem pleased at the current situation, which is, no matter to us. And there we go. We have won the war here. So we've gained the melancholic trait though. I mean, that's not really too big of a surprise considering what's been going on for us here. Got a lot of followers now because we've been capturing them in battle. So we've got prisoners. All right, so what did that even add to your lands there? I don't even know. Not entirely sure. But that's fine. All right, let's see. Can we do anything here in Orthanc once again? Let's have a look at the castle. Let's look for some able bodies at the garrison. Hire some more orcs. Luglun, want to come work for me? No, look at this. He's pathetic. Pathetic orc. Maugaz. Still not good. No thanks. Maybe those scruffy Urukai soldiers could be of use. Let's see. Ride with me, the prominent Princess Arphazel. Join me in servitude, or maybe we could do some bartery. I mean, my things are already reinforced. I just kind of wish we could get another thing of troops here, but so we don't really need to do that. Visit the local training grounds. Let's have a training session. Join our camp. Plenty of freedom. Who is this? Oh my gosh, look at his face. Oh, wow. Got punched a few too many times, it seems. Let's have a training session. No need. Let's head back. Let's see if there are contracts. Scularly contracts. I'm up for lucrative opportunities. Now let's look for scularly contracts. And hope... Nah, it seems as though none of them are for Saruman himself. Well, let's stay here for a little bit longer and just see. I mean, can we challenge him to a battle of song? Ooh, face High Overlord Saruman in Lanqueta Lirion, a duel of magical songs of power. Skilled poets will have a much easier time. Should we try this? A battle of songs of power will begin immediately. Interesting. Have we learned enough? I don't think we've learned enough from him from that, but then again, I want to try out the things that are in this mod, so we might as well see what this whole thing is about, right? My plot to murder Belwer was discovered. Come on. High Overlord Saruman. So Saruman the White takes his place opposite me. Our contest of songs of power is about to begin, and a scornful smirk tells me exactly how confident my acquaintance is. He goes first, opening with a dazzling display of eloquence and power delivered in a boom. I mean, we're going up against one of the Maiar. Literally, this guy is essentially an angel, essentially a fallen angel in some sense. And we're trying to beat him in a contest of power. We're evenly matched. I doubt that, but we will try. Words of forgotten magic, powerful like the hidden roots of mountains. I imagine Saruman may be going easy on us to test us. Our contest marches on. Saruman continuing with a shoddy attempt at deception and wizardry. I don't know about that. Careful, smirks my opponent. One more verse like that, and I'll pierce your defenses. Let's continue along with our magical knowledge, our song of lore. Our contest marches on. Do you think they appoint some kind of master of lore? I feel like I'm working towards that title already, you see. I'll sing of lore preserved, of wisdom prevailing against ignorance. Come now. By Sauron, you don't put up much of a fight, do you? I shall invoke hidden and forbidden knowledge, perilously tempting. Oh, there's no greater disappointment than that which I feel when staring at Sauron. It's clear to both of us that I've been bested. I did all I could. My palms become sweaty and my knees weak as I realize my ability is simply not enough. My arms are heavy as well. I won't go down with the fight. Defend yourself, troll. I lose. Oh, he becomes our rival. Interesting. So I guess we're gonna leave Isengard. In that case, we attempted to learn the knowledge of Orthanc and of Saruman, and he tested us to see if we were worthy of it. And it seems he found us wanting. Luckily, he has allowed us to live for reasons that we do not know. But the question is, oh man, where do we go from here? I think traveling to Mordor might be a little bit much. But I think maybe we could return. Maybe we return to the south. I mean, it's entirely feasible, right? But I think we'd probably need to stop somewhere along the way. Is there any? I thought there was some pirates here. Yeah, there's a pirate over here whose realm maybe we could go to. Yeah, we got to get out of Isengard here because I don't think Saruman's gonna let us linger for long. Okay, could we not like take a ship? It appears we want to travel only by land, which seems kind of foolish, but there's going to be a lot of dangers on the route. It's going to... Oh, we don't even have enough food for it. The West Marches. Where can we go from here? Who's going to be like possibly favorable to us? Like, do we just go and find some orcs to rule over, or what? I mean, let's see. We got to go find a realm to assert some dominance over the West Marches. No. I mean, some goblins maybe. Do we go to the darkest grotto? I don't think we want to go down into like Moria or anything like that. That seems probably like a pretty foolish endeavor. We'll probably just get eaten down there. All right, I guess we'll probably... Let's head over to here. Let's head to this land as well. For now, anyways, I think that this is probably our best bet. Oh, man, we need food, though. All right, let's pay for some food here. Get some food while we're in Isengard. Let's see. Go into here. Travel to Isengard. Think of something else. Get some supplies. I'll buy some supplies. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just load up on our supplies there. Alright, I'm done here. Back to camp it is. Theoretically, with these supplies, we could make it over to this pirate haven here, so I think that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be dangerous. It will be a dangerous journey. We don't have a caravan master. We should have a caravan master. Vragnak the Cruel, I guess you'll have to do. And then, do we hire some mercenaries? That should save us a little bit of the danger. There we go. We've got some corsairs along with us. Oh, what? Apparently now... Okay, I didn't realize that we were going to engage in single combat. So apparently Saruman does not want to let us leave. There's zero chance that we could survive this. Only if he chooses to let us live could we ever possibly survive this. Maybe if I wait, he'll trip on his spear. He'll never see this coming. Fighting someone so skilled means I've got nothing to lose. I mean, yeah. That's basically how it is. So this is obviously, we're not fighting with swords. We're fighting with magic, but our petty magic is absolutely nowhere, even on the like a fraction of a scale of what Saruman's gonna be bringing up against this. So we're just gonna... We win the contest. I don't think that's the case, but maybe what happens here is that, like I said, maybe this was all part of a test by Saruman. You know, obviously there's zero chance that Arphazel would have actually been able to beat him in a proper duel of magic, but maybe he was only wielding a fraction of it against us to test us, to see if we're strong enough. You know, he still considers us you know, a rival, but I think that there's more to it than that. I think he's gonna let us go because we're part of a deeper plan. Maybe he intent, you know, as some people pointed out, Saruman had plans to overthrow Sauron. So maybe he's sending us out into the world as part of his plan to overthrow Sauron here. So this was all just a test. And yes, indeed, I don't think we can consider ourselves to have truly beaten Saruman in a fair duel of magic. That makes absolutely no sense at all in any way, shape, or form. But I think that explanation does seem rather fitting. Seems there's a wandering knight here in the West Marches. I don't think a man like this would be... I don't have time for this vagrant. No, he doesn't seem like the type. We don't need a Rohirrim with us. We only accept evil characters into our court now. And so that is simply what it's gonna be for now anyways. A nose for trouble Mother, cries my dog. Oh, so we've got Dolgufel calling us mother now. Look what I found. It's a puppy. She's found a puppy, a girl and her dog. She gains pet dog. I kind of want her to have the dog. So we'll do that. I think we don't really care. She can have this mongrel if she wishes. If she so chooses, as long as she does not distract her from her studies. All right, so we're making our way to this pirate haven over here, to Lord Azruben. Maybe we'll hire some corsairs here that we could potentially use against our father. He only has 1,100 troops. And we do have these crazy strong Ologur defilers. I mean, look at their strength. Damage is 1,100 here. I don't know how strong those would be truly in a battle, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, we could increase the size of these armies like pretty significantly as well. But we don't have a lot of money. That's probably going to be a problem. Tolgufel is at an age where she absorbs everything and everything around her. A little nudge towards something specific. So she could learn from somebody in our camp. Ooh, wow. She gains nice bonuses here, depending on who we get her to train under. Well, my master at arms, martial +2, prowess +2. That's actually not so bad. So let's do that. There we go. She's got 13 prowess, which is pretty impressive, actually. All right, almost at our destination here as well. Maybe we'll be able to pick up a job with the pirates over here to get ourselves a little bit of money. Learning on the job of those I've chosen to involve in this little scheme. Perhaps he's not the most skilled at subterfuge. You can go further than this. Yeah, let's push Vragnuk. He's pushed to the limit. He gains some stress, but his intrigue increased. Leader, begins Gorgash. I couldn't help but notice we are about halfway through our provisions. Should we start reducing our rations? Stop fretting. It's gonna be fine. Just eat one of your companions. All right, oh, we can assault an enemy column. Is this gonna give us? Oh, that's gonna give us a little bit of money, and it'll add him to his patron. So discreet work, dangerous mission. I think we could accept that. All right, let's get on with our task here. We do have plenty of muscle, I would imagine, here. So muscle, bodyguard. Oh no. Footpad, sure, and lookout. Okay. Well, we can't even fill up all of our positions because our port is so small, but that's gonna be, that is what we've got here. I don't think we're gonna be able to murder Bedweir. He's too far away. We can't get revenge against the man who embarrassed us. Alas. Can we? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to legitimist as well now that we are on our way to retake our home here. So we're gonna switch over to legitimist because that's gonna be a little bit of a boon to us. Yeah, it gives us another men-at-arms regiment that we could get. So we could potentially create some corsairs, or maybe some. I mean, some siege would be good, but we need kind of troops to be able to fight off our father as well. I mean, we're in a pirate land, so maybe we hire some corsairs. And maybe we get some trebuchets as well. There we go. We're gonna need the money, but you know what? We've got some troops anyways, and we'll have to get a little bit more from the guy here, this pirate lord, Lord Azruben. Mother, I have a request, stammers Adolgufal. She's brought a youth with us. This is Serog. She wants to bring him with us. Interesting. Huh. Well, actually, they're all villains. Evil Ravener, rapacious villain. I suppose we could accommodate another family. We lose 600? No. We'll stop seeing him this instant. Yeah, we'll say it's just a seasonal fling. The crush fades. We've got no time for love. We've only got time to learn sorcery. I hope that she will get the sorcery trait from us. I don't think there's a way to, like, teach her that in the mod, but we'll see, I guess, when she turns 16 here, which should be in a few months, I guess. How's our scheme going here? Slowly but surely. Oh, we can get a bodyguard as well. All right, let's get that bodyguard in there. Yeah, all right. That's all well and good. But yeah, we have to prepare to go against our father. Could we do an assassinate scheme on him? Apparently not. He's too far away. Yeah, we'll just have to raise. I mean, can we even attack him? We can. Your claims. Yeah, we could push our claims against him. It's the late third age. Interesting. Well, that is not much of a concern to us. We will need to refill our men-at-arms, but really we're very low on supplies and honestly everything else here, so I think if it comes to a battle, we're definitely going to be relying on our Ulagur defilers to really carry the majority of the weight, but that remains to be seen how well that's going to go. How's our sister doing over here? She seems to be doing fine, I would imagine, over here in Gondor. She's the lucky one, really. Not succumb to the evil forces that have taken over Princess Arphazel here. All right, how far away are we from Oh, okay. Born on the 13th, so I think we're just a few days away, so she's gonna age up here in just a moment. With her coming of age, my tuition of Dolgafell is at an end. Always the clever child. Time and time again over the course of studies, she had a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. They grow up fast. Well, she becomes an elusive shadow. So she didn't get the sorcery trait, but I think I'll give that to her because obviously we've been training her in that. Maybe there's something else to it, but I'm not entirely sure if there's a way to like teach somebody your magic. So we might make her an apprentice sorcerer as well. Here we go. The knack. Decrease the success reduction chance. Success. I still do not understand. Can somebody please tell me how I can get the materials to craft these things? Because I do not know. We may not be able to get you the best meat, Dolguffel's voice startled me, but roamers can't be choosers. I could sell these for some gold. Dolgufel becomes our friend. 400 provisions. Now let's get our apprentice here. Our one true friend is Dolgufel Zakathoni, our ward here. She could take on a position in our camp as well. Would she be good for anything, really? Probably. We don't really have that many positions. And we can't fill in any of these things really either because we're low on the money. We need to complete this scheme and really just go from there, essentially. Father is a healthy 93 years old, and as you can see, he is quite healthy because Numenorian blood keeps him alive. Gillam Cade the Corrupt. Yeah, of course he is. Gillam Cade the Corrupt. I see our brother has had a few children here. Our brother and our sister have had a few children here. So good for him. And then our other brother, Lore Master Gimmelthone, has had some children as well with the sister of a Gondor. Interesting. Burning at both ends. It's clear that my friend Gilliman Zay is sincerely putting all her efforts into our task. You could do so much more. Ruthless leveraging. That's actually pretty nice there. I also did notice that Baragond here. Baragond of the Hunters of Ar Zimrathon here. So he has become he's leading himself a small company here. One of his followers, oh, look at his followers. Yeah, he's got some Umbarians here fighting with him. Learning from the best. Two of my agents, Ragnarok the Cruel and Gilliman and Zaya, seem to have found common cause. Gilliman and Zaya's martial could increase. Put all that energy into the plan, focused on goals. That would be useful. Or we gain 1 martial lifestyle perk unlocked. Actually, those are always useful. Let's take that and let's put it into serve the crown. Natural dread plus 15. Yeah, you serve us now. Let's boost up that natural dread. All right, this scheme, we should be able to pull off this scheme after 1 or 2 more once we get to have 10 hooks there. And then I think that will be good to go. All right, Vragnuk is an asset in our contract, and we could learn a few things from this. Talents redirected. Yeah, let's do it. We learn a thing or two, boosting up our martial to 15, which is obviously going to be rather useful. So we learn a thing or two from Vragnak over here. As I walk through the town, rage overcomes me once again. The only thing on my mind recently is when Grand Patriarch Gillimcade and I became rivals, our father. I must get revenge on on my father somehow. I look up to the gallows in front of me. Perhaps if I make my moves carefully, he will hang there soon. I will have my revenge. I start a murder scheme against him. Ooh, yeah. Let's do it. And there seems to be a friendly clamor in the camp here. Attraction opinion. Let's see. Eats with the camp? No. Nightly drills await for no woman. Always at drill. Martial plus 3 for 10 years. Retired to my own camp. I think we'll get always at drill. Just boost up our martial even more. So we're now at 18 martial, which is going to help us, hopefully, in the war here. All right, this scheme, we should be able to pull this off soon. We've got this murder scheme against our father going, so not a great chance of success. But, I mean, can we get agents into it? Oh yeah, we can get agents in here. So let's get our dearest adopted daughter. Let's see. Oh my gosh, everybody else refuses pretty much. Let's see. Our brother could be convinced though. Could he become the assassin? It doesn't seem so. Thug? What about a thug? Ugh, I don't want to pay all these. Why can't I think we'll just have the 1 assassin for now. That does boost us to 73. 0% secrecy though, so we're probably gonna get found out. All right, 100% chance of this scheme. Let us execute with confidence, and we pull it off. Wonderful job, Arphazel. The lands of Rafinfalas are peaceful once again. So there we go. We have succeeded at our task. Let's see what we can do with our new hook on this guy. We should have not a hook, but we should be able to make a request, right? For provisions, to rent a night, for gold. Provisions would probably be the best, considering. So yeah, let's. Oh no, wait, we're missing 86. Come on. We're low on prestige, man. That is rough. Well, we're gonna have to figure out what to do from there because I do want to prepare for the war against our father here, but we're gonna need a little bit more. 1,700 troops isn't a lot, but maybe if we can get an ally somehow. Would anybody even dream of allying with us? I don't think so, but we'll have to do some planning. If you've got any suggestions for how we can beat our father, please do let us know in the comments down below. But until the next time, Wanderers, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.